Plenty of content. This is so nice. Oh, they must go marching with the flags. This is so nice. I wonder what direction they gonna march in. I'm putting all this on YouTube. Oh, they are marching.
Oh man.
Okay, I zoomed in.
Don't stop.
I just wonder where they're gonna turn in at.
Alright. How about you? I've been seeing you at the library. I like that in you. Well, really, look at it.
Oh, you put the ooh and the ooh. Thank you.
You want to stay here and I'm going to go down to Megan's sister and come back here and find you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, her sister there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you want to do that or meet her sister or what.
I'm surprised Megan's not here.
She said she doesn't feel good.
Oh, and we are outside.
please clear the aisle. Please clear the middle aisle.
As we commence the presidential inauguration at Prairie View A&M University, International Programs is honored to showcase the global tapestry that defines our community. With over 200 international students on campus representing more than 30 countries, this flag procession today showcases the diverse spirit that distinguishes our campus as a beacon of multicultural excellence.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, fellow students, and distinguished guests. Welcome to the Grand Hump Day, a pivotal event within the illustrious inauguration week of Prairie View A&M University's second female and ninth president, Dr. Tomikia LeGrand. Hello, I am Nia McNeil, a junior computer science major with a concentration in cybersecurity, hailing from Sugar Land, Texas, and I humbly serve as the 91st Miss Prairie View A&M University.
And greetings, everyone. I am Hunter Walden, the 41st Mr. Prairie View A&M University and your 20th Mr. Historically Black Colleges and Universities. We want to welcome everyone to this Grand Hump Day.
As Miss Prairie View A&M University, I am deeply honored to extend a warm welcome to each of you as we continue to celebrate and commemorate this historic milestone. Today's gathering is more than just a celebration. It is a testament to the spirit of progress, inclusivity, and empowerment that defines our university's community.
And as Mr. Prairie View, I have been entrusted with the responsibility of representing our university in the larger community of historically black colleges and universities. These roles have not only been a tremendous achievement for the Prairie View A&M University community, but have also allowed me to obtain invaluable opportunities to serve and inspire my peers while promoting the value of excellence, integrity, and inclusivity.
Dr. LeGrand's inauguration marks a significant moment in our institution's history, a moment that symbolizes progress, diversity, and the limitless potential of visionary leadership. Her dedication to excellence, her unwavering commitment to serving our community, and her transformative vision for the future inspire us all to strive for greatness and make a positive impact in the world.
Also, let us celebrate and reflect on our new tagline of Excellence Lives Here. This new tagline recognizes the broader significance of Dr. LeGrand's presidency. In assuming this esteemed role, she not only breaks barriers, but also paves the way for future generations and the leaders, particularly women, to pursue their dreams and encourage and determine.
The International Programs Department at Prairie View A&M University serves as a beacon of global engagement and cultural exchange, fostering a diverse and inclusive academic environment. Today, we proudly celebrate the richness of our international community, exemplified by our Nigerian students who grace our stage, representing our international student body and embodying the spirit of unity and collaboration that defines our university's commitment to global education.
You know, a lot of girls be... I'm gonna make it. Okay.
I have the great honor today to install a great president for a great university. Easily, this university is the best HBCU in Texas, but not only that, it's one of the top HBCUs in the country. Over the last several years, this university in research and academics has risen faster in the rankings than any HBCU in the United States of America. And you are, without question, the most beautiful campus in the Texas A&M University system, so congratulations. So I have the honor of formally installing President LeGrand into her job. About a year ago, a little over a year ago, we had a vacancy, we had a search committee. So I appointed a search committee of regents, and on that search committee were students and faculty and staff and alumni. And there were over 100 people from all over the nation that applied for this job. And that group of people, many of which are in this room, if not all of them, sent this name toward me with words like strong, decisive. You know, I can't say one of the things that they told me, but one of the students told me, he said, if this lady were a racehorse, her name would be Secretariat. That's what she called me. But she is living up to those expectations. So I have some magic words I have to say. They say I have to pronounce everything perfectly or she won't be a legitimate president. So Dr. LeGrand, I have the honor of presenting you with the Presidential Medallion. It signifies our trust in you. The medallion is infused with tradition and honor and is a symbol of the responsibility to inspire, mentor, and serve the students of this institution. On behalf of the Texas A&M System Board of Regents and on behalf of the Office of Chancellor, and as an expression of our confidence in your ability to discharge the multiple duties of your office with high principles and moral strength, we present you this medallion as a symbol of the office of President of Prairie View A&M University. With this mace and this medallion, the Texas A&M University System confers upon you the title President of Prairie View A&M University. Congratulations, President LeGrand.
I will now present the mace of office. once a weapon of war, the mace is in academic tradition is a symbol of institutional authority. It signifies the university's power to protect knowledge against those seeking to undermine it, and represents the university's commitment to intellectual honesty, integrity, and civic trust. On behalf of the Texas A&M Board of Regents, it is my great privilege to present the Mace of Office to Dr. LeGrand.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 9th president of Prairie View A&M University, Dr. Tamikia P. LeGrand.
Thank you, thank you. I see so many faces that I remember and know. It's so beautiful to see all of you all this morning. Good morning. You know, I approached today's formal installation as president of Prairie View A&M University with a sense of honor, with a sense of humility, and in the same manner that I approach each and every day, with an overwhelming sense of gratitude. And so I'll begin with a few thank yous. And because of the phenomenal performance of our concert chorale, I must start with you. If you would please stand so that we can thank you for your beautiful performances today. Chairman Mahomes, Regent Brooks, Chancellor Sharp, thank you for the vote of confidence and support you've given me since my appointment. I'm confident that with your leadership and continuous support of Prairie View A&M University, we will reach amazing heights together. Thank you to all of the platform guests for your greetings and comments. My heart was warmed with each and every one. Our partnership is valuable, and our relationships together only serves to make our university stronger. To my friend, mentor, and colleague, Dr. Brenda Allen, so that I won't cry, I will simply say, thank you for everything. Thank you to all the elected officials on the stage and in the audience. We heard from State Representative Ron Reynolds, our chairman of the Texas Black Caucus, and our good friend, State Representative Stan Kitzman. But I also understand there are others that are present. The Prairie View City Council member, David Allen, Waller County Commissioner Kendrick Jones, our Houston City Council member, Tiffany Thomas, and Carolyn Evans-Shabazz, and Dr. Lalani, State Representative, District 76. Can I ask all state representatives, those whose names I called, and those who we have not yet seen, to stand to be recognized? I not only want to thank you so much for your attendance today, but I want to thank you for your past and future advocacy for Prairie View A&M University and issues that impact our success. To all of the delegates and guests in the audience, thank you for attending. So many of you have journeyed from across the country to participate in this occasion. Even my former chancellor, Dr. Donald J. Reeves of Winston-Salem State University. Some of you have come from as far as New York and as far as California. Among you are former coworkers, former students, college and high school classmates, a few of my mentors, a few of my mentees, and my sorors, the women of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. It is not lost on me that you could have been anywhere else this morning, but the fact that you chose to be here in support of this moment is deeply appreciated. I must also give my heartfelt thank you to the Prairie View A&M University family and community, our faculty, our staff, our undergraduate and graduate students, our alumni, friends, and partners of the university. This community has embraced me and my unapologetic authenticity, my commitment to excellence. They've accepted me while also sharing with me their passions and hope and pride for this university. You've shown me that there is no place like PV. Thank you for welcoming me into your family. And speaking of family, I want to take this moment to thank mine. You all hear all this yelling that's taking place? All 30 plus of my family members who traveled from Georgia, North Carolina, Washington State, and other parts of Texas to be here today, and there's probably another 50 watching online. I thank each of you for your undoubted support and confidence and encouragement of me. Thank you. To my sister, Kalata, who you all saw has a lot of personality, my nieces, A-Marie and McKaylee, my mother and first mentor, Barbara, and my partner in this life, Brian. I could not ask for a better sister, niece, mother, partner than any of you. You all are indeed my biggest supporters and sometimes biggest critics for that matter. And all of you and my father, Thomas, who is no longer with us, have been on this journey to this seat from the beginning, cheering me along all the way. I will tell you when the decision was made that I was to become Prairie View's 9th president, the pride and joy on my family's face was unforgettable. It was clear to me in that moment that I am truly my ancestors' wildest dreams. I want to thank all of you for allowing me to dream big and supporting me even when you didn't understand what I was doing. You supported me anyway, and I love each and every one of you. As special as this day is for me, I also know that this moment is so much bigger than me. This investiture ceremony represents the continuation of our university's quest for excellence, a quest that Prairie View A&M University has been on since its founding in 1876. The inauguration theme of significance, relevance, eminence is reflective of that continuous journey. It reflects our intentionality in esteeming our legacy, staying true to our mission, and strategically envisioning our future. Our legacy reveals significance. Our mission holds relevance, and our future promises eminence. Those statements encompass our past, present, and our future. We could not be what we are today, nor will we be able to envision all that we can become if it were not for the foundation that was laid for us. I truly believe that it is impossible to spend time on this beautiful campus without feeling the core of what makes Prairie View so very special. Think about it. in 1876. What we now know as Prairie View A&M University was founded on a 1,400-acre plot of land that up until our founding had been Alta Vista Plantation. A plantation that at its height was populated with over 400 enslaved Africans who were treated cruelly, worked unceasingly, and denied the right to read and write. That place, Alta Vista Plantation, existed solely for the purpose of degradation, to rob of humanity and profit from the labor of our enslaved ancestors. And yet, even with that deplorable history, two visionary men were able to dream a vastly different future. Born into slavery, Matthew Gaines and William Holland understood that true freedom comes from freeing one's own mind, which is only possible through education. Not satisfied with mere emancipation, Gaines consistently agitated for equality for his fellow Black Texans. And with determination and resilience, he and Holland led the efforts that would birth Alta Vista Agricultural and Mechanical College of Texas for colored youth, today Prairie View A&M University. From a plantation that enslaved Africans to a transformational educational oasis that has freed the minds of thousands, this is Prairie View A&M University. Imagine yourself dreaming as big as Gaines and Holland, having the courage and the foresight to envision a place that would educate people when those very people never had access to education. Imagine that from your hopes and your dreams, an educational giant would be conceived, would evolve, and transform the lives of thousands. That is the powerful Prairie View legacy, and it is indeed our inheritance. That's why it is important and imperative that we demand and expect nothing but excellence from ourselves, because our founders destined us for greatness from the very beginning. In many ways, my personal story, like Prairie View's, is one of transformation. I'm a descendant of rural Georgia families whose primary source of income came from farming, and they worked hard to own and maintain the ownership of the land that they worked. I grew up in a loving family with very modest means. I was a Pell Grant recipient, and by the federal standard and definition, that meant I lived 200% below the federal poverty level, but it never felt that way. Love always took care of all. But I also became the first in my immediate family to graduate from college with a 4-year degree. I and my parents, just like Gaines and Holland, understood that education could afford me opportunity that would open doors for me and those connected to me, doors that had not always been open to my parents. Within the environment of the HBCUs I attended, Savannah State University, and later North Carolina A&T, I acquired knowledge, had my intellect challenged, and was exposed to new ideas. I learned to open myself up to possibilities. And I learned that education provides exposure, which makes possibilities limitless. That is why this university's mission is relevant. 148 years later, while we have evolved, our mission has not fundamentally changed. We still exist to provide opportunity and access to a generation of individuals who continue to be underrepresented in higher education. Black, Hispanic, low-income, first-generation students, whether first generation in college or first generation in this country. Beyond providing educational access, this university has empowered communities, cultivated leaders, and driven social change. It has been a catalyst for building a portion of the Black middle class in this state. It is not unrealistic, nor is it hyperbole, to suggest that this place, this university, is indeed life-changing, as it has done so for so many of the students that have entered the halls of our university. And it is because of that that I am inspired and motivated and determined to ensure that others receive the same opportunity, not just access to education, but the opportunity of empowerment. Even in these uncertain times in which we live, it is imperative for us to ensure that a Prairie View education is accessible and obtainable. Dynamics are constantly shifting, especially in higher education. There is political dissension, the global economy, changing demographics, questions about the funding of public higher education, and exponential advances to technology are all very real issues that impact our core business. Taking in this constantly changing landscape, it's easy to become discouraged. And yet, when I think about Prairie View against this backdrop, I'm hopeful. I truly believe that I am here at this moment for a particular purpose. My being in this role is not by accident. It is the result of intensive preparation, passion, and commitment, and the timing is right. Often when people meet me for the first time and realize that I'm the president of Prairie View A&M University, they often respond with, "Wow, you're young." And while I generally reply with, "Thank you for the compliment," I do also wonder if people said the same thing to Rosa Parks, the mother of the civil rights movement, who was 44 when she refused to give up her seat in a whites-only section of the bus when the bus driver demanded she move. Or perhaps to Martin Luther King, who at the age of 26 led the Montgomery boycott and later became the leader of the civil rights movement and still today one of the most memorable figures in history. Or Malcolm X, who was only 35 at the height of his work in empowering the Black community. Or Shirley Chisholm, who was 44 when she became the first Black woman elected to Congress. Or Gandhi, who was also 44 when he utilized nonviolent resistance in a civil rights campaign. Or maybe John F. Kennedy, who was the 35th president of the United States and elected to office at the age 43. Or Susan B. Anthony, a leader in the women's rights movement and abolitionist crusade at the age of 33. Now, let me be clear. I am in no way comparing myself to any of these historical figures, because I know how we do. Y'all leave here and say, the president thinks she's just as good as Martin Luther King. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that youthfulness does have its assets as well. There is positivity. There is fresh new perspectives. There's energy and willingness to take calculated risk. And when you think about those assets, coupled with experience, skill, wisdom, and a passion for people, oh my, now you got a movement. And let me just be honest, I'm here for all of that, the movement. I am not just here for a moment. I believe that we have a formula here at Prairie View to catapult a new movement toward our future. But in order to do so, we cannot be so tied to what has been that we are unable to see the possibilities of what can be. We cannot be so committed to our current state of existence that we are blind to the possibilities of doing and being even better. Now, better does not mean leaving everything behind. That would be foolish because we have so much upon what we can build. But instead, it does mean understanding and leveraging our significant history and our traditions with our current mission while courageously pushing toward eminence. From this day forward, Our primary focus is sustaining and building on the excellence that is Prairie View A&M University. And to be explicit, my vision for Prairie View A&M University is eminence. Prairie View will be a premier, research-intensive, public HBCU that serves as a national model for student success. Yes, excellence lives at Prairie View A&M University. We prepare the hearts and minds of students to be career-ready, lifelong learners. We research to discover solutions to global problems, but we can and we will do more. We are in the midst of building our 10-year strategic plan that will provide us with the measurable goals, strategies, and objectives to achieve this vision of eminence. But more importantly, the plan will provide us the financial model needed to achieve this visionary state. We will then, as a community, have a common language and a narrative to advocate for our university to garner the support and resources needed over time. Now, I know, of course, change causes trepidation. And I know it's easier to cling to the familiar rather than walking down a new road. But here's what I also know. Throughout the course of my 20-year career, the most important lesson that I have learned is that it is okay to be afraid. It is okay to be uncomfortable. But it is not okay to let fear stop you. Fear limits you and your vision. It serves as blinders to what could be a blessing that might just be a few steps down the road. The journey is valuable, but believing in our collective talents, abilities, and self-worth can empower us to walk down an even brighter and bolder path. This is why leadership is so important. And by leadership, I don't mean a particular individual or position. When I think of leadership, I think of it much more as a disposition than it is a position. Dispositions are professional attitudes, values, and beliefs that are demonstrated through verbal and nonverbal behaviors. In short, leadership is a state of being. It's a way of thinking and operating. And I would like leadership to be a disposition of Prairie View A&M University. This idea is not far-fetched. If you think of the historic context of HBCUs, our universities were founded to have a profound impact on both the lives of our students and the broader communities that they serve, creating leaders for the community because of the long-standing tradition of fostering skills among their students. And Prairie View is no exception. Prairie View does indeed produce productive people, leaders and change makers, but I challenge us to elevate to the next level. We cannot leave our university or our students' futures to chance. The world is changing, and we must be more intentional about preparing nimble individuals to lead in the future. So over the next year, we will commit ourselves to the idea that leadership is a disposition for Prairie View A&M University, and that everyone in our community should embrace leadership as a state of being, and thus we must all possess fundamental leadership skills to operate in a premier, research-intensive public HBCU. This means that we will find ways to develop and enhance leadership abilities in all institutional stakeholders. We will develop leadership development programs and opportunities designed to meet the evolving needs of faculty and staff to allow for growth and opportunity at our university and pathways to leadership positions. We will hold ourselves to new standards of accountability to ensure performance excellence in every academic, student support, business, and facilities department. We will understand the socio-political context, systems, and practices within which all leadership resides, and equip our students with the technical and theoretical expertise needed but also with the professional skills needed for leadership in their careers, communities, and broader society. Our students are brilliant and worthy of the absolute best our community has to offer. But our community also needs this pipeline of talented leaders. In order to fulfill this charge, our strategic plan will outline needed investments in our curriculum to make sure it is and remains cutting edge. Our strategic plan will outline needed investments in our infrastructure so that our buildings and labs and physical plant are up to the same standards that we demand from our faculty, staff, and students. Our strategic plan will outline needed investments in our research enterprise to ensure that our faculty are able to continue making groundbreaking discovery to solve society's greatest challenges. Our strategic plan will identify needed investments in our student support model and experience to ensure that our students are being developed holistically, academically, socially, physically, and mentally. And to begin, this fall, we are launching a new student support model that we call PV Cares, in which we will assign every undergraduate student a care team, a team of 3 individuals, a professional academic advisor, a financial counselor, not a financial aid counselor, a financial counselor who will help them in developing the foundation for financial literacy while also figuring out how to pay for college, and a career coach. Those 3 individuals will help lead students to graduation. It will be the first model of its kind at scale, all designed to ensure that our students are receiving the support of a team of individuals assigned to them by school or college to help guide them to timely degree completion, but also placement in career or graduate and professional school within 6 months of graduation, in addition to our faculty who will continue to serve as mentors. As you can see, we have a bold and ambitious plan. And to achieve it, we need supporters, we need partners, we need ambassadors, we need investors. We need all of you sitting here today and watching online. Did you know that out of about 3,000 higher education institutions in the United States, Prairie View A&M University ranks number 15 producer of African Americans with baccalaureate degrees? We are the number 1 producer of African Americans in architecture in the nation. We are number 3 in the nation for producing African Americans in engineering. I'm not finished yet. And we're number 6 in the nation for producing African Americans in agriculture. Now, imagine how much more we could do with deeper partnerships, with stronger ambassadors, and financial investors and corporations, nonprofit organizations, state and federal government, and our alumni base. It is my desire that we progress from transactional relationships to transformational ones. If you or your organization benefits from the talent and genius that exists here and is cultivated here at Prairie View A&M University, then we need you to invest in our institution, invest in our programs, invest in our faculty, invest in our students. In other words, if you are harvesting our fruit, we need you to feed our roots. The vision for Prairie View A&M University will continuously challenge the standard. It will continuously push us past mediocrity. It will remind the world consistently that opportunity, access, and excellence are not mutually exclusive, but they are most impactful when they are a trifecta and when they are valued and embraced. Earlier this week, I met with retirees, and I told them that I truly believe that those who walk these 1,400 acres before us demand that we go forward with a more accelerated pace so that the world does not leave us behind. And when I saw the movie The Woman King, starring Viola Davis, which some of you may have seen, it included a strong reference to the ancestors' connection to the wind. And now, anytime the wind blows on this campus, I feel hands pushing me in my back, pushing us forward to face new challenges to ensure that Prairie View A&M University relevantly stands forever. We have to push ourselves forward without hesitation. We owe it to them, those bold individuals, to make sure that as this world changes and evolves, Prairie View A&M University is at the forefront of change. We say excellence lives here, so we must be bold and innovative in showing the world exactly what excellence looks like. The inauguration theme: significance, relevance, eminence, reflects our intentionality in esteeming our legacy, staying true to our mission, and strategically envisioning our future. And the vision, guided by a university-wide leadership disposition, is clear. Prairie View A&M University will be a premier, public, research-intensive HBCU that serves as a national model for student success. And so I ask you, are you ready? Oh, that was too weak. Are you ready? Because the movement starts now. And I invite you to join us as we journey toward excellence, toward eminence. Excellence lives at Prairie View A&M University. It always has, and it always will. Thank you.